Namaskar. Welcome to Life Express. Today, the world is looking at India and India is looking at the world with its age-old conviction of Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, meaning the whole world is our family. वैसे देखा जाए तो हमें वसुधैव कुटुंबकम और अतिथि देवो भव का नारा लगाते लगाते बहुत ही भारी कीमत चुकानी पड़ी है और भारी नुकसान भी उठाना पड़ा है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ इनवाइटिंग फॉरेन इन्वेजन ऑन इंडिया। और मैं फ़ख्र के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि हिंदुस्तान एक ऐसा देश है जिसने आज तक किसी पे भी ना ही कोई आक्रमण किया और ना ही कभी राज किया। हाँ, हमने पूरी दुनिया पे राज किया, लेकिन उनके अधिकार, अस्तित्व और संस्कृति को छीन कर नहीं, बल्कि उनके दिलों पर राज किया, अपनी प्राचीन संस्कृति एवं फिलॉसफी की खुशबू बिखेर कर। और यही कारण है कि आज पूरी दुनिया भारत की तरफ देख रही है, क्योंकि पूरी दुनिया में आज हाहाकार मचा हुआ है। कहीं फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस है तो कहीं पॉलिटिकल क्राइसिस, कहीं एम्प्लॉयमेंट क्राइसिस है तो कहीं फूड क्राइसिस, कहीं वाटर क्राइसिस है तो कहीं सेंसिटिविटी क्राइसिस। और इन सभी क्राइसिस या संकटों के बीच आज दुनिया एक सोसाइटल मॉडल ऑफ लिविंग ढूंढ रही है ताकि वे शांति और सौहार्द के साथ जी सके। लेकिन अफसोस आज दुनिया के पास कोई ऐसा मॉडल नहीं है। बट इंडिया हैज़ अ suitable model of living and holistic well-being aimed at creating a better world of peace and harmony. और उस मॉडल को ही आज हम इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम के रूप में देख रहे हैं, जिसके अंतर्गत जीवन की सभी समस्याओं का पर्याप्त निदान बताया गया है। और मेरे इस कार्यक्रम लाइफ एक्सप्रेस का उद्देश्य भी आप सभी को इंडियन नॉलेज सिस्टम से रूबरू कराना है जीवन के विभिन्न पहलुओं पर। तो आगे बढ़ते हैं हमारे अगले सेगमेंट हॉल ऑफ फेम की ओर, जहां हम एक बार फिर मिलेंगे समाज के एक ऐसे कर्मयोगी से जिन्होंने समाज और राष्ट्र के लिए कई सराहनीय कार्य किए हैं, लेकिन हम और आप उससे बेखबर हैं। नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज के हॉल ऑफ फेम में हमारे साथ एक बहुत ही खास मेहमान हैं जिनके जीवन से जुड़े कई रोचक तथ्य हैं। इससे पहले कि हम उन रोचक तथ्यों को जानें उन्हीं की जुबानी, मैं चाहूंगा कि सबसे पहले मैं आपको अपने विशेष अतिथि का एक संक्षिप्त परिचय दे दूं। हमारे विशेष अतिथि का जन्म 18 मार्च 1954 को तमिलनाडु के तंजौर में एक सामान्य परिवार में हुआ था। बचपन से ही अपनी विलक्षण प्रतिभा एवं उत्कृष्ट कार्यों की बदौलत उन्होंने समाज में अपनी एक अलग पहचान बना ली थी। यदि हम उनके शैक्षणिक जीवन पर प्रकाश डालें तो हम पाते हैं कि उन्होंने अपनी प्रारंभिक, माध्यमिक तथा उच्च शिक्षा अव्वल दर्जे से सफलतापूर्वक पूरी की। More importantly, he did his PhD from the prestigious BITS Pilani, Rajasthan. And it is needless to say that he is a big name today in the field of Indian healthcare industry. Currently, he is serving Indian Green Building Council as its chairman, and to keep himself academically alive, he is serving different premier institutions across the globe, including London, South Bank University, UK, EADIC, Spain, and many more. Apart from his academic and administrative acumen, our esteemed guest is empaneled in several professional bodies in dignified positions like chairman, vice president, senior fellow,
advisor, member, etc. Here I should not forget to add that our today's guest has also been felicitated with several prestigious awards at national and international levels, like Genius Millennium Award, Best Citizen of India Award, Top Healthcare Architect Award, First Humanitarian Award by Texas A&M University, Varahamihir, the Great Planner Award. So, like these, there are so many accolades and achievements to the name of our today's esteemed guest, which I cannot cover in a short period of time. But in short, I can tell you that he is a blend of modernity and antiquity. He is a blend of knowledge and wisdom. Many intellectual bodies have quoted him as one of the most influential medical architects. His multi-talents and remarkable achievements and contributions to society make him a unique human being. For me, he is not simply a human, rather a superhuman, blessed with all types of righteous qualities and human values. With his far-fetched vision and 49 years of vast experience in healthcare sector, I feel proud to say that our today's guest had not only served the Central Design Bureau of Medical and Health Buildings, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India as its chief architect, but he was also the first Indian to hold a PhD in medical architecture. Yes, I'm talking of one and only the first and most influential medical architect of India, Dr. Chandrasekhar. Namaskar, sir.
Namaskar.
Welcome to Life Express.
Namaskar.
First of all, on behalf of my entire Life Express team and on behalf of my intellectual viewers, I extend a very warm welcome and sincere gratitude to you for your gracious presence in Life Express, whose motto is global peace and progress. Sir, as I know from your rich medical profile that you have served Indian healthcare for more than 49 years in different highly responsible positions. Considering them, I, as well as our viewers, would like to know first what medical architecture is and is not, or what medical architecture is made up of. Because when I saw this term for the first time, I had a feel that medical architecture is equivalent to medical infrastructure. And I don't know whether my guess was right or wrong. So kindly define medical architecture in its original form, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Jha. In fact, I'm delighted to be part of your express. In fact, really delighted. And just to clarify, you see, the medical architecture term itself, you are right that it is related, whether you call it a healthcare architecture or medical architecture, is with the infrastructure. But unfortunately, people in the architectural fraternity just deal with infrastructure and how the medical architecture is different. It is synergizing requirement of various stakeholders to design functional, cost-effective, patient-centric, staff-centric health infrastructure with optimum utilization of available space. Now, what I mean by various stakeholders, I'll give you one example. If you have to locate the sluice room is the dirty utility where we clean the bedpan. If you ask a nurse, she will say it should be near the duty station. If you ask a public health engineer, he'll say it should be near toilet because he want to, connect it with the disposal. If you ask a health administrator, he will say minimum travel distance because before the patient defecates in the bed, I must provide him. Everyone is like an Arjun, focused on their part, but medical architecture synergizes all and comes to a conclusion, taking care of everybody's view. Number two, sometime when I asked the architect, why did you design this building like this? He said, doctor said this is the way. I said, that was a clinician angle. There is a nursing angle, there is an administrative angle, there is a patient's angle, even the relatives angle. So all these have to be considered. Otherwise, you will be working only towards one direction. So that is why I felt that this terminology and this thing needs more, publicized. What I had seen in the government also, building is made, and when the equipment comes, they break the wall and bring the equipment because they don't know what kind of an equipment is coming. So medical architecture means there are four things which you have to take a note. One, infrastructure. Two, medical equipment. Three, human resources, that is manpower, trained manpower. And fourth is the bulk services, that is your electric substation and support services, etc. Suppose you build a building and the equipments are not known. You may build 2 X-ray room and there may be 3 X-ray machine may be coming. Where will you place it? Similarly, I have equipment and infrastructure ready, but I don't have a trained manpower. So again, it will be a problem. And that is why I'm more involved in all the government, this thing where I can tell them that just because government is sanctioning you money, you are creating a 15 theaters. I said, do you have that many anesthetists? Then you'll find a big question mark in everybody's face. I said, make it building which is going to be functional. That means manpower also has to be seen. And sometime what happens, we have our scheme in Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana where we have given the money, and we have found that the building is made, but the electric substation doesn't have the stamina to electrify. So what is the use of that building? I'm keeping it like that. So medical architecture involved in all these components as a comprehensive approach. You cannot independently approach this. So this is how I could put it in a little with the example so that people can get a clarity.
It's very nice. And added to this, comprehensive outline of medical architecture, my next question is from ethicality perspective. It goes without saying that today ethicality is being compromised, or I can say violated, in almost every field. And the field of medical is also not intact from that. Many a time we find our Indian hospitals in pathetic conditions. We do not feel like visiting several hospitals because of their unhygienic conditions and ill architecture or ill infrastructure. So, since you are an authority on medical architecture, can you please tell us if any regulatory or monitoring body is there to check this kind of non-compliance or non-conformities found in creating or running medical architecture in rural as well as urban areas? Over to you, sir.
Actually, there is no regulatory body as of now. And also, I can also say that I have to work on the norms and standards also, because that also non-existent. People don't know what to make, how much area is to be given, etc. So I have on the web itself, we have made India Health Facility Guideline, and we have dovetailed our Indian public health standard also. You are rightly said, my anxiety, or I can say that my, main motive also, people used to say, yeah, government hospital. I wanted to change the same thing. Yeah, government hospital. That is the kind of a motto I worked with. So I found 2, 3 things. One, maintenance is very, very bad. It is very easy to make friendship, very difficult to maintain friendship. Same way goes with the hospital also. Then I realized that if I outsource the maintenance, how I can improve. So facility management was created. Then we also saw crores of rupees we put in equipment. And you will find today's CT scan is not working, one fuse is gone. And I don't know when it will come. And there will be queue patient, number of patients waiting for it. I said, why don't we go for PPP mode? That is public-private partnership. So all those diagnostic people who are sitting outside your hospital and offering you some commission, etc., to get the customer, I brought them in and regulated my price. They get the patient in platter. Patient gets the services right there. And since they have to make money, they work 24/7 and they maintain their parameter much better, which becomes an example. So step by step, government, and the live example is Sports Injury Center in Safdarjung Hospital. You can go and see. So all the diagnostic equipment like bone densitometry, X-ray, CT, MRI, everything, including the diagnostic lab, everything is outsourced. So what happens is, and even the facility management is also separately done. So these way we step by step started improving. Now we have made so many aims. We made sure that give some specification which doesn't require much maintenance, because infection control is one of the key issue. And second, you have to understand the government hospital. One is, as per the court order, you cannot say no to a patient. And I don't have bed to accommodate them. So you will find three patients in the bed. How are you going to handle this? So our challenge is volume. And I will say, thanks to COVID, that volume got reduced because I have now technology in place. I have e-Sanjeevani, that online appointment. I am screening everybody outside. They only people who are coming to the hospital are very needy. And thanks to Prime Minister, the way he thought of, he said during COVID, the main problem was no beds. In everywhere, the bed is a problem. Then he said, let us change one letter. From illness, take out that I and put the WE, that is V. Illness to wellness. If we set up all the wellness clinic around our district and every place, a person who is going to come to your hospital is only very few. That means you will be able to maintain the quality. Even in your own house, you can understand that if your family of 4 or 5 is staying with one toilet and suddenly 5 people, your guests come in, can you maintain the hygiene of the toilet? It will be very difficult. Same challenge is being faced at the government hospital. Luckily, now with these kind of preventive methodology, we are trying to work it out that how we can promote wellness centers all around. And that is why under Pradhan Mantri Ayushman Bharat Infrastructure Mission, they are setting up 50-bedded critical care hospital and these kind of a wellness center. And one more thing, they have started, another challenge was the testing facility. So now cloud-based testing facilities are available in various districts, which we are setting up. So that is how we are trying to trap it. And your point is very well that everyone used to say government hospital. But one thing, let me tell you, even now people say, no, I want to take opinion from AIMS. I'm not very convinced with the private hospital. They charge you and overcharge you, and in the government hospital, at least I'll get the right direction. But only thing I can tell you, government hospital has 2 levels, if you put it. The surgical and post-operative care is fine. The moment they come down to nursing care, that is where the challenges come in. And that is where Aam Aadmi faces that. He is not seeing the operation theatre and the procedure. He is only seeing, when I call the nurse, nurse is not available. And when we check with the nurse, they say, I am supposed to look after 6 to 8 patients. They are giving me 40 patients for one nurse. How can I handle? It's all. And that challenges have already been witnessed during the COVID. So this is how your point. Now you go to the various hospital, you will find these changes because under Pradhan Mantri Swasthya Suraksha Yojana, lot of super speciality blocks have been created with these kind of a modern facility.
Excellent, excellent. And here I'm really happy that you are going to make a paradigm shift, from illness to wellness.
Yeah.
And we are also happy that at least you have, made a kind of initiative for, uh, creating various norms and forms or guidelines for, on the front of ethicality. Great, great. Well, next, my question is like, since you have played a pivotal role in promoting medical architecture. So, from that perspective, I, as well as many of our viewers, would like to know the future prospect of medical architecture as a career. The reason I'm asking you this question is today we are not sure what does the future hold for us because the career flights that our students are taking today will not necessarily land them at the right airport, 5 or 10 years down the line. So, amid this kind of, uncertainty, so what would you like to say or counsel our, budding, medical architects in terms of their future readiness from employment perspective in this area particularly? Over to you, sir.
Mainly what I saw was we lack training and it needs a training. And when I was doing my fellowship in Medical Architecture Research Unit in London, that time I realized that this kind of a course is needed in this part. And we created a course curriculum and Ministry of Health has approved that course through ICMR. And it was to start in the PGI Chandigarh. But somehow in the government procedure, it was getting, people getting transferred, etc. Now that course has already started with Symbiosis, and also some of the private institution has already started, and people are very much interested because for the simple two reason, post COVID, the healthcare has got the prominence, and even the pre-qualification of any selection of architect also is how he has produced a good medical institution, not just for the list of something that he has done, whether it is functioning well. For that, in his team, he needs a medical architect. He may be a regular architect, but as a part of the team. So these kind of a compulsions have also pulled in that there is a prospect, for this thing. And lot of, since I teach the I'm a faculty with the AIMS guest faculty for this thing hospital management. There I teach them the planning and designing parameter. So I had seen that every doctor over a period of time has to follow the planning parameter for whether he is to expand his hospital or this thing. So his knowledge. For that reason, we have authored two books. One is Modern Trends in Planning and Designing Hospital. And
Great.
lately we released another book that, planning and designing of specialty healthcare. So where we have covered all the super specialties, and that book will guide architects, doctors, and any client who is interested in establishing with a AutoCAD drawings in that, so that it will be a, because a lot of people, the way you asked me, sir, we will not be fortunate to listen to you everywhere. Can you document it, which is going to everyone and people can start using it? So that inspired me and came up with these two books, and that is helping a lot of people. And also a number of lectures where I have been giving my email so that the people are always in touch with me for various issues related is because this is the time, you also know, we have to give back to society whatever best possible we can do that.
Mhm. Very nice, very nice. So, in fact, as a matter of fact, I will say that talking to you is a great privilege and great delight also, But then we have limitation of time, so we shall move to conclude our interaction with your final remarks in the form of a message of, peace and progress, because our planet is becoming unlivable day by day for various reasons. So, how would you like to save today's humanity and mankind by striking a balance between knowledge and wisdom to create an ideal society of harmony and coexistence? Sir.
See, first, I have already mentioned, you said planet, and that is what I'm working with Indian Green Building Council as a chairman for healthcare rating.
Right.
Connect with nature. Nature is a great healer. Don't overload a patient with antibiotics. Give him an environment which gives him a healing environment. Today, the hospitals, people don't know whether it is raining outside or not. Bring natural light, good indoor air quality. These are the key feature of a green hospital. And now people have realized that yes, green is the important. Second, I had just mentioned to you about illness versus wellness. The second part is also called one letter change, is cure versus care. You change the word U to A. How the paradigm shift you can see. As a nurse, she can give you a cure, and when she gives you a care, it makes a lot of difference. And third, infection control is one of the major thing which we have realized over a period of time. And for that, 80% infection is through touch surface. Remember our forefathers, copper is a antimicrobial. Any touch surface, if it is with the copper, whether door handle, grab bar, IV fluid stand, even bed rail, it kills the bacteria on its own. Use of copper becomes part of the infection control. Besides, you do the airborne infection control through using the UV, that is ultraviolet. Earlier, we were only trapping the pathogen by filtration, and there is a colony of pathogen in the filter bank. Now we use UV, that is ultraviolet, and kill them. And that is how we are able to take care of the indoor air quality. So the 5 points, if you can take, one is illness versus wellness. Second is cure versus care. Third is evidence-based design, which is go green. And fourth is infection control through copper. And fifth is the indoor air quality by using ultraviolet germicidal irradiation. If you are able to take care of these parts, yes, we will be able to achieve our goal in a much better way. That's it.
Excellent. Definitely, we are going away with many takeaways, and you have given a great message to society in general and medical fraternity in particular, that we have to think of, moving from illness to wellness, and then from cure to care. And you have also emphasized on, how to live in harmony with nature. सो सर, आज आप हमसे जुड़े उसके लिए आपका विशेष धन्यवाद। और आपके द्वारा हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर में किए गए बहुत ही सराहनीय कार्य है। उत्कृष्ट कार्यों के लिए लाइफ एक्सप्रेस की जूरी ने आपके लिए एक अवार्ड की घोषणा की है, और वो अवार्ड है लाइफ एक्सप्रेस आइकन ऑफ इंडिया अवार्ड। और इस अवार्ड को सहर्ष स्वीकार करने के लिए मैं अपनी टीम और अपने समस्त दर्शकों की ओर से आपको इस उपलब्धि पर ढेरों बधाई देना चाहूंगा। हार्टिएस्ट कांग्रेचुलेशन सर, बहुत अच्छा लगा।
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. It means a lot to me. Thanks very much.
Thank you sir for connecting with us, and God willing we shall connect with you again in days to come. Thank you once again. Thank you so much sir.
Namaskar.
Namaskar.
LXP Icon of India Award is proudly presented to Dr. R. Chandrashekhar for his exemplary contributions to medical healthcare in global scenario on 4th November 2024.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, हमेशा की तरह आज के IKS सेगमेंट में सबसे पहले हम एक ह्यूमन वैल्यू सीखेंगे और उसके बाद हम एक भारत के पारंपरिक मान्यता या ट्रेडिशनल बिलीफ के वैज्ञानिक कारण को भी समझेंगे। लेकिन पहले हम बात करेंगे ह्यूमन वैल्यू की। पिछला ह्यूमन वैल्यू जो हमने हिंदी अल्फ़ाबेट के जरिए सीखा था वो था ग से गर्भ संस्कार, और हिंदी का अगला लेटर या अक्षर जो हम आज लेने जा रहे हैं वो है घ। अब आप सोच रहे होंगे कि घ से कौन सा ह्यूमन वैल्यू हो सकता है। आप अनुमान लगाएं, लेकिन घ से जिस ह्यूमन वैल्यू का मैंने चयन किया है वो है घनिष्ठता, जिसे आप इंग्लिश में इंटीमेसी भी कह सकते हैं या स्ट्रॉन्ग बॉन्ड भी कह सकते हैं। घनिष्ठता शब्द का प्रयोग एक दूसरे के प्रति गहरे जुड़ाव होने के भाव की अभिव्यक्ति के लिए किया जाता है। आज कहने के लिए तो कई प्रकार के संबंधों में हम जुड़े हुए हैं, लेकिन आप मुझे अपने दिल पे हाथ रखकर बताएं कि क्या आपके संबंधों में या रिलेशन में घनिष्ठता है। चाहे वो संबंध आपका अपने माता पिता के साथ हो, या एक पत्नी का पति के साथ, या पति का पत्नी के साथ हो, या बाप का बेटे के साथ, या बेटे का बाप के साथ हो। और मैं यहाँ दावे के साथ कह सकता हूँ कि आपके संबंध तो हैं, पर उसमें घनिष्ठता नहीं है। कहीं पे भी दिल का दिल से मिलन या मिलाप नहीं होता, और जब आपका किसी संबंध में दिल से दिल का मिलन या मिलाप हो जाता है तो आप कह सकते हैं कि आपका संबंध घनिष्ठ है या आपके संबंध में घनिष्ठता है। और जब घनिष्ठता है तभी आपके जीवन में खुशी, सुख, शांति एवं उन्नति होती है। इसलिए आवश्यकता है आपका अपने संबंधों में घनिष्ठता बढ़ाएं। तो अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं अपनी एक पारंपरिक मान्यता के वैज्ञानिक कारण की ओर, और इसके अंतर्गत आज हम समझेंगे कि मंदिर में नारियल क्यों चढ़ाए जाते हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू केवी सिंह। नारियल को सर्वाधिक शुभ फल माना जाता है, इसी कारण इसका एक नाम श्रीफल है। नारियल में शिव, गणपति, श्री राम व श्री कृष्ण इन 5 देवताओं की दैविक तरंगों को अपनी ओर आकृष्ट करने और उन्हें आवश्यकतानुसार प्रक्षेपित करने की क्षमता है। इसे सर्वाधिक सात्विकता प्रदान करने वाला फल कहा गया है। नारियल के द्वारा हम अनिष्ट शक्तियों के कष्ट को दूर कर सकते हैं। इसके द्वारा बुरी नज़र भी उतारते हैं, क्योंकि नारियल में अनिष्टकारी तरंगों को खींचने की क्षमता है। अनिष्ट शक्ति से पीड़ित व्यक्ति के कष्ट को दूर करने के लिए भी नारियल से उसकी नज़र उतारी जाती है। इसी प्रकार जब हम मंदिर में या किसी अन्य अवसर पर नारियल फोड़ते हैं तो उस समय उसमें से मारक मंत्र ओम फट जैसी ध्वनि निकलती है, जिससे अनिष्ट शक्तियां दूर भाग जाती हैं। एक मत के अनुसार मानव खोपड़ी के सादृश्य नारियल की रचना ब्रह्मर्षि विश्वामित्र ने लोक कल्याण के लिए अपने संकल्प से की थी। जब हम नारियल किसी देव को अर्पित करते हैं तो हमारा यह कृत्य एक प्रकार से अपना मस्तक ही अर्पण करने के समान होता है। इसी उद्देश्य को ध्यान में रखते हुए ऋषिवर विश्वामित्र ने इस फल की उत्पत्ति की थी। जिस प्रकार हमारे शरीर में तीनों आंखें होती हैं, तीसरी आंख जो बाह्य रूप से नहीं दिखती पर अदृश्य रूप से हमारे मस्तिष्क में होती हैं, वैसे ही नारियल में भी 3 आंखें होती हैं और इसमें अंदर भरा जल हमारे सिर में विद्यमान रक्त के समान होता है। नारियल देवालयों में चढ़ाने के पीछे का विज्ञान यही है कि जब हम किसी मंदिर में किसी देवी या देवता को नारियल चढ़ाते हैं तो एक प्रकार से हम अपना सिर, अपना अहंकार, अपना अस्तित्व इस नारियल के रूप में अर्पण करते हैं और बदले में सुबुद्धि वाला मस्तक मांगते हैं। नारियल अर्पण करते समय उसका आंख वाला भाग देवता की तरफ होना चाहिए, जिसका विज्ञान यह है कि आंख वाली ओर से ही नारियल देव शक्ति ग्रहण करता है और हमें प्रदान करता है। इसके अतिरिक्त नारियल के पानी को गंगाजल और गोमूत्र के समान शुद्ध एवं पवित्र माना गया है। इस कारण फोड़े हुए नारियल के जल को प्रवेश द्वार के दोनों ओर या जिस स्थान पर पूजा हो रही है उस स्थान पर चढ़ाया जाता है ताकि उस जगह की शुद्धि हो जाए। इसके उपरांत नारियल की गरी प्रसाद रूप में सबको बांटी जाती है। गरी ग्रहण करने से सभी को दैविक आशीर्वाद प्राप्त होता है। इन्हीं कारणों से नारियल चढ़ाने और नारियल फोड़ने की प्रथा हमारे सनातन कर्मकांड में सम्मिलित है। आज के सत्र की समाप्ति मैं फिर एक आह्वान के साथ करना चाहूँगा। खासकर आज के मुख्य अतिथि डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर जी की बातचीत से निकले कुछ मुख्य अंश को लेकर। आज हमें हर फील्ड में, चाहे वो इंजीनियरिंग हो या साइंस हो, चाहे वो मैनेजमेंट हो या लॉ हो, चाहे वो फाइन आर्ट्स हो या मेडिकल हो, ह्यूमैनिटीज़ को इंटीग्रेट करने की ज़रूरत है। जैसा कि डॉक्टर चंद्रशेखर जी ने कहा था कि हमें क्योर से केयर की ओर बढ़ने की ज़रूरत है, हमें इलनेस से वेलनेस की ओर बढ़ने की ज़रूरत है और जितना ह्यूमनाइजेशन का लेवल हमारे अंदर बढ़ेगा उतना ही हम प्रकृति और आम नागरिक के साथ सौहार्द के साथ रहने के लिए तैयार हो पाएंगे। और इन सब के लिए पॉलिसी मेकर्स को चाहिए कि वो ह्यूमैनिटीज़ को सभी स्टेम कोर्सेज में इंटीग्रेट करें और इसीलिए कहा गया है कि ह्यूमैनिटीज़ इज़ नॉट द लर्निंग ऑफ मेनी फैक्ट्स but the training of the mind to think something that cannot be learned from textbooks। और मैं बस अभी के लिए इतना ही कहूँगा कि भले ही साइंस एंड ह्यूमैनिटीज़ दो अलग अलग रास्ते हैं वर्ल्ड नॉलेज या सत्य को जानने के लिए, लेकिन अब वो समय आ गया है जब साइंस और ह्यूमैनिटीज़ को एक साथ कोई आइडियाज़ या बेटर आइडियाज़ क्रिएट करना होगा। जैसे किसी बाइनोकुलर्स के 2 लेंस से किसी ऑब्जेक्ट को न सिर्फ बेहतर हम देख सकते हैं बल्कि बेहतर समझ भी सकते हैं। तो मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में। टिल देन एंजॉय योर टाइम मीनिंगफुली, और हाँ, अपना और अपनों का भी ख्याल रखें। जय हिंद।